Welcome back to Junk Fooding on R&DW Adventures. I'm Darryl.
And I'm Renee.
And today we've got some Stacy's chips, which are kind of all piled up here. Stacy's Pita chips that we wanted to give a try here. We found these at a local grocery store, a new hip and happening location in downtown Detroit, actually, or just outside of downtown Detroit. But the one that I'm really looking forward to is the cinnamon sugar, which we're going to have to try last.
Right.
We've got the Parmesan garlic and herb. The Simply Naked, which, we'll have to try first. The Garden Veggie Medley.
I'm not sure how I feel about that one.
Sea salt, which is actually a pita thin, not the standard pita chip. And then the one that I'm most interested in is the Chipotle and sour cream.
Sounds really interesting.
This one sounds really interesting to me. So, I think we kind of have our order here.
I agree.
Which is not easy to do because we just don't have enough room. But let's open the Simply Naked and try these.
So it confused me. When I look at the back of the Simply Naked, it has a picture of a fig.
I think that's a dining recommendation.
Eat them with figs?
Fig jam, yeah.
Oh, fig jam. Remember that spicy one we have?
All right, so this is what
be good with brie.
Pita chips look like. Yeah, this would probably be pretty good with brie, but we haven't tried it yet. But brie with the fruits.
We have both of those still. We should do that. I like it. It's a plain chip. It's not overpowering in any flavor. I mean, it's nice and crunchy. Too bad we didn't have those during our New Year's thing. They're good. I'm going to give them a 4.
I'm only going to give it a 3 because there's not a whole lot of flavor.
No, but I think that's...
But it's really good for a dipping chip.
It's not greasy or anything. I really like it.
Yeah, that's going to be one we probably pick up again for things like doing the cheese.
Yeah, I think it would be really good with cheese. They're crunchy though, so don't eat them during a quiet movie.
Yeah. All right, and now let's move on to the Pita Thin Sea Salt.
Which might also be good in that same respect, if they're not too salty.
Well, and they're thinner, so, they're like thinner width-wise.
No, this is just a broken one. Hold on. Oh, they are. They're like strips versus the chip.
But they are lighter. But these are good, too. I'm not sure they're rigid enough for, like, scooping.
No, but maybe hummus, but they'd be good dipping or already sliced cheese. Like, I don't think they'd be good with brie because you kind of got to spread it. You don't spread it on, but it's not like a hard cheese you just put on top. And I think they'd break if you were trying to do that.
But rare for me, I'm going to give it a 3. Because I think it's as good with the salt as the other was without it. And I don't think the salt is hindering the chip like I think a lot of the other flavors really are.
And I think this would make it like an interesting, you know how we're sweet and salty today, how it would be really good dipped in something sweeter. Because it has just enough salt to balance that. I'm going to give it a 3.5. I don't think it's quite as good, but I like it.
Okay, I was just going to say, you gave the last one a 4, so... Not as good. But now, let's move on to the Garden Veggie.
Take a drink, though.
Which you can actually see the little speckles in there.
It looks almost whole wheat.
Yeah. Well, I felt like the last one actually tasted whole wheat. Not the thin, but the
I think that
naked.
has something to do with just baking instead of...
That's really good, except for one flavor in there.
Tomato?
It could be a tomato.
Red pepper? I
think it's actually a spice that I'm not liking. But, aside from that, it's really good. I'm still going to give it a 3. I'm stuck on the 3s today.
I'm giving it a 3. I can't figure out... I think it's too much to eat all by itself. But I can't really figure out what it would be good with.
I was just going to add the caveat that this is not one I would dip or do anything with. It's a snack it as it is. You add it to like a meal, but you're not going to use it as, a cheese host.
I can tell what seasoning you're thinking of, and I can't place it either. It might be good in like soup crackers, like.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
seems
good,
overkill,
but
though.
I think it would be too much. I wouldn't want to eat too many of them. It would be too much.
All right. Let's move on to the Parmesan garlic and herb.
I'm guessing before we eat it that it'll be good on salad, like croutons. It sounds like a crouton to me.
It does sound like a crouton flavor. So that's what our chips look like, the big squares again.
These are thin. These look thinner than the other one.
They
Maybe not.
they look the same to me.
This is Parmesan
More
garlic
color.
and herb.
More speckles.
Lots of garlic in here. Again, I couldn't eat too many all by themselves. It was very garlicky, and I think it would be wonderful croutons.
It probably would be better as croutons. But straight out, no, I don't like this one.
Way too much garlic.
And
I
it
like
tastes
garlic.
kind of like a burned cheese. Which,
I was gonna say, like,
I've had that on a
toasted
number of the other crackers.
I'm giving it a
I'm going to give it a 1.5.
I'll give it a 2.5. I think there's some things that could mellow it out and be good. I think I also like garlic more than you do.
Well, I love garlic, but it doesn't love me so much.
But that would be the kind that, like, especially while I have to wear my mask at work, I wouldn't eat it at lunchtime.
All right, now let's move on to the Chipotle sour cream thins,
Ooh.
which are the ones that I was really excited about.
I like the thins. Even the thick ones aren't so thick.
So again, it's that narrower
strip.
I think it is the same
I
thickness.
think it really is.
Definitely not one to put with anything.
No. I like it. It reminds me of a salsa that I used to love. That being said,
It's a little bit smokier flavor than I usually like, which Chipotle usually has, but to me this is a little smokier.
it is.
If it were a little less smoky, I might actually give this a 5, but I'm only going to give it a 4.5.
I'm going to give it a 4.5. I don't think I could eat too many of them, but I really like it a lot.
This is remarkably good, and as most people know, most of our junk fooding ends up in the trash.
I think we're keeping all of these.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not the garlic one.
Yeah, we'll see, but this one I think we're going to actually keep and snack on it.
You know what I could try to do? The garlic may or may not be good. You know how they do that potato chip chicken?
Yeah,
like with
the
a little crust? I
casseroles.
think that would be really good with that. I could be wrong. Okay,
right.
I'm going to drink a lot of water because I'm looking really forward to
Now
some.
it's dessert time with the cinnamon sugar, which we've tried cinnamon sugar from someone else.
And it wasn't good.
It wasn't as good as we expected.
What did we get when we
So
thought we were getting cinnamon? Oh, churro fries. We thought they were gonna be like strips, like what we got at the zoo when we used to get the
Mini
funnel
churros,
cake
yeah.
kind of thing. But it was really like French fries with churro
They were
seasoning on them.
literally,
It was so
literally
gross.
potato French fries, salted and everything.
And then
But they
cinnamon.
added the
It was so gross.
churro. Well, it's not just cinnamon; it's the churro
It was
cinnamon.
churro
seasoning.
cinnamon. It was like churro. They called them churro fries, so we thought that they were gonna be
They were absolutely
churros,
disgusting.
but they were really French fries with churro seasoning. It was really awful.
All right, so now we've got our cinnamon sugar.
Ooh.
Same kind of shape and
It
size.
smells like that cereal.
It does.
Ooh, these are good. It's kind of odd, but they're really good.
I was going to say.
They remind me of really crunchy snackers from that restaurant.
Oh, yeah. This is very good. Not quite what I expected. A little bit too much of the bread flavor coming through. Other than that, it's very good. So I'm going to give it a 4.5.
I'm gonna give it a 4.5. I wish it tasted a little more cookie-ish than bread.
Well, it's not...
No, then I'd put it like on ice cream.
Sure. But it's not even the taste of the bread. It's that you can taste that much bread.
Right.
You're right, though, that as a cookie, it would be not as objectionable, but as the plain like whole wheat-ish flavor, just doesn't seem quite right. It needs like some butter or something.
Yeah, it needs that.
Like a French toast. But I'm not saying I'd want that because I don't think I'd want.
That being said, I still really like them, but
yeah, no.
Don't throw them on the floor.
These we are keeping. They are very tasty.
Yes. The funny thing is
dessert.
You can never sneak about eating them. They're just too crunchy. At least not when somebody else is in the house.
While we wrap up our video, though. Oh, wow. As we finish these off. So, if you like our junk fooding videos and want to check out more of these taste tests, follow the bouncing chip and click on this playlist over here.
I'm helping you bounce.
Then on this side, we're going to put our channel playlist, or our channel icon. So if you haven't checked out our other videos, hit that icon over there so you can check those out as well.